Welcome to another episode of the South by East podcast, where we discuss everything from the scriptures to culture and everything in between. Braille, where are we at today?
Man, today we're going to be looking at pro basketball player Michael Beasley. Sat down and did a podcast where he was talking through just where he is. And I love this clip because I think you sent this one to me.
Yeah.
And I love when I watched this clip, for one, I really loved how they had the discussion and where they were leaning in. But I thought that there was something really poignant about how Michael spoke. And I think sometimes we don't get full conversations like that. So obviously we can't show the whole episode or even the full clip on this podcast, but I want to take a look at it, just a couple of minutes of it, and see where we can unpack.
Before you go into it, I got to give you some context because I don't know. How much do you know about Michael Beasley?
No, he's a really good athlete. I've done a little bit of research, but not a whole lot.
So Michael Beasley played for K-State.
Okay, saw that.
Really good basketball player. Broke a lot of my dreams and heart when it comes to the NCAA tournament because he was just beating up on my teams. Every year the NBA does this rookie camp, man, and they bring in some women that are HIV/AIDS positive, and they look real, and they try to tell they try to teach the players, hey, don't be in these clubs and stuff, just having unprotected sex and different things with these, women. You need to protect yourself. You need to think through your career, different things like that. I believe I'm remembering right that he's one of the few that ever got sent home from that beginning deal because, after that session, they were in this. They had this function. And he went in and he was propositioned. They had planted some women in there to see which ones wouldn't listen.
Oh, no. He fell for the okie doke.
And so Mike struggled with some stuff, man. And you never know. And it caused, what I love about this, Mike is in the Big Three now. Like, he's in another league now. He's not in the NBA.
Oh, okay. Is that Cube's league? Cube's league? Yeah, Big Three.
And so I believe that's the league he's in right now.
Yeah, that's what I saw when I was researching a little bit.
And because it wasn't his talent for why Mike couldn't make it in the NBA. Mm-hmm. There's some other stuff. And people can be so daggum judgmental, bro, of not knowing context, not knowing. And I feel like in this clip, you got to watch the whole segment. You start getting to peel back of the layers of some of the rationale behind. Like, I'm not excusing Mike's decisions along the way. And reasoning, bro, will help you understand, like, okay, I understand where some of this is coming from now. Mm-hmm. And so when I saw this, we had to discuss it, man, because it just broke my heart.
For sure. Man, well, let's jump into this together.
You say the only people in your life who haven't stolen from you are your kids. Now that you are an adult, now that at least right now you're out of basketball, are you searching out other people to build adult relationships with, or are you or has everything that's happened in your life been so difficult?
You want me real with you?
Yeah.
I don't leave the house. I play basketball and I go home. I don't care what y'all do no more. Like, all I care about is playing basketball all day. I go home and I try to talk to my kids as much as I can. I don't see them as much as I can because I'm not traveling as much no more. I don't know what to expect when I leave this house no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out so more that I gotta die with some kind of dignity.
That's not sustainable.
You said I've reached out so much I gotta die with some kind of dignity. Check out how they respond, and I want to unpack some of this response because I think some of this was good, and there's some of it that there's a pitfall that I think we often fall into when we're talking to people in hard places. And so let's check it out, starting at a minute one.
Too young, bro. That's not sustainable, bro. You can still play ball. That's not sustainable.
So I can come up here, I can tell you somebody else's life, and I'm willing to do it. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my head backward, I'm gonna put a smile on for you, and I'm gonna, like, bro, I'm gonna.
You don't gotta put nothing on for me.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like I'm not. I know that's not sustainable, but at the same time, like, what?
Please, none of us can do it. None of us can do it alone, bro.
Reach out.
Go out.
You
Go,
have to
hold on,
change,
tell my song. Go out
change
with.
the narrative.
Go out with.
Go out, talk to people, interact with people. Like, bro, real talk. I'll call us out. Us three. Bro, you be in Miami?
If y'all party, I don't party, bro.
No. We don't party, bro. I'm talking about you have kids, I have kids. Come to my house. We can get bounce houses for the kids. We can sit back on the porch, drink a couple beers, drink some wine, hang out. Like, bro, that's not a normal, successful man's life to sit up in the house like that. Like, you gotta find good people. And us three can be good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not, that's not sustainable,
no
bro.
disrespect to what y'all got going on.
Watch what he says here.
I've been trying to find good people for so long. I'm tired, bro.
You know,
I'm tired. There's so many times that I've watched people share where they're at in the hardest parts of their lives, and they get back. Keep your head up. Look for the silver lining. And I haven't seen the whole podcast, so I don't want to criticize these brothers in that way. But I think there's something to be said about the art of sitting with somebody where they're at and building in. Like, I can invite you to my house, and if I see there's an issue, we can talk through that and piece that up. But
I agree with that's a pitfall. I don't feel like that's what they were doing though.
No, and I don't completely feel that way. But it's like when his response is like, man, I have tried to reach out, because they're like, at first they're like, hey, well, go out, find people, go out. You got to go out and find people. And it's like, I think afterwards when they're like, hey, fam, we will be those people for you. I think that's different. But like that first response of like, man, we'll go out and find people. It's like, man, I've tried.
But you get there doing conversation, and you have to ask some questions along the way. You listen to people and ask some questions. I feel like they were trying to do that because I listened.
Right, because I know you have more context. So
but look, I also get where Beasley is at, bro. Like, there's been a lot of times I was like, you know what, I'm done with therapy. I'm done. Like, I don't want to go talk to nobody. I don't want to like sit. I'm tired. Like, man, I didn't try to live like and give people access to me, different things of that nature. And I'm tired, man. And I don't. You get where you get stung enough times. You're like, I don't want to be around anybody, man. And I feel like, but here's the deal. Remember I told you about Mike, man. Like, Mike was a bad man. You think he just got good in college? Mike was good at basketball his whole life, bro. And man, sometimes when you gifted, you become a commodity and you stop being a person. Yeah. And man, you get tired when you feel like your only usefulness to people is for what they can get out of you, or the connection you can make for them, or what you can do for them. And then at the easiest drop, bro, they walk away, they turn on you, you get tired. Because beginning of the clip, the first clip we watched, he said, my kids are the only people in my life who have never stolen and just took from me. And bro, when you when you feel like there's always another ask, and there's always like, here's the deal. I'm not big on politics and stuff like that. But in my role, I have to deal with politicians and stuff. And one of the things I first tell them is like, I don't have an ask for you. And matter of fact, I try my best to be like, whether I agree with their political ideology or not, saying, I want to be your friend. I want you to have a friend that'll talk real to you and tell you because I don't want anything from you. I'ma always try to be like 100 with you,
Right.
and I try to give them what I want, man. I just, man, it's so like me and you've had talks, and with a couple other people close to me, it'll just sometimes it's very few people, the amount of people that just check in on you
Yeah.
and see how you doing. And there's always like not knowing the toll, the weight, the weariness. And so, you don't want to be one of those people with rabbit ears, different things of that nature. You don't want to be,
Right.
um, and man, you just like, man, like, it gets rough. And when you feel like, right now, I'm a commodity to folks. I don't know if I'm a person anymore.
No.
And you just say, it's safer for me to stay in the house. And I'm gonna go listen to what he said, man. He said, I'm gonna go play basketball. What? That's his job. But if you watch the whole clip, you'll see where he talks about, I didn't even enjoy basketball anymore. It was like, man, this thing that you're really gifted at, where you stop enjoying it, and you're like, I gotta do this. I gotta feed family. I gotta take care of this, and I'm doing it. But you start hurting so much because you see the transactional way in which people are treating you, which you have tried to avoid treating other people in, man, and wanted them to feel and see something different. And when you have something going on or whatever else or perceive, how easy it is for people to not even reach out, not even check on you, not even care if you're breathing or if you're alive, the toll it's taking on your family, what it's doing to your wife, like none of that.
Yeah.
And like, hey, I need you to show up. Are you still gonna be at that thing? Are you still gonna do that thing for me? Are you still gonna give me that connection you need?
Are you still valuable to me?
I need you to help me grow my business. I need you to help make this. Hey, I got this need still. Can you still meet this need? Can you do this? And it's like, I saw some people post some stuff, and I know that had to hurt, man, because they don't describe your character. How are you doing?
How are you doing? And you know something I learned recently, bro? I was in a situation where I was helping somebody that I was supposed to help. It's part of my job. And some stuff was going on, and I had some answers to help them get out of that situation. Shared those answers with them. Situation didn't go the way that I would have wanted, their reaction. Later on, we were able to talk, and that person asked me for the same things. But the way that the conversation was different was when I talked with the person, where are you at right now? And after hearing where that person was at, they were like, okay, now hearing that, what should I do next? My answers were exactly the same. But that person responded completely different. There's a value to knowing where people are at and just seeing them where they are and letting them know, I see you. I see you right where you are. Before we get to, hey, here's how you fix. Before we get to, well, have you tried? Before we get to, well, here's what I've got. And even as you were talking through, bro, I hear that same thing of like, man, I try to be that person for politicians where they can just be like, just be known. Just be seen. Just be known.
Just leaders, period, man.
Just be known.
There's just leaders that I just try to reach out to on a regular basis to say, like, man, how you doing? I don't want anything from you. How you doing?
We all have to be, we gotta be known, man. And it's crazy because sometimes, like, man, I've been seeing, you've been sharing this quote that, burnout is not a result of activity, but it's a result of unreconciled relationships. And it's like, man, I've been seeing, it's like, my work is a lot harder, but it's not based on what I have to do, it's based on where I'm at. is based on where I'm at. And when we don't really see people where they are, sometimes we don't understand how hard things are for people because we don't really see them. We don't really see them. We see either something that we can take or something that we can, even something that we can give. And we can come in with the same, we can come in and make the same mistakes, even wanting to give to people, wanting the best for them, but not really seeing them.
So before this year began, I told kind of, especially the team, I said, both Senate and Fellowship Hi-Crest, I said the theme for the year is going to be choosing to be healthy. And I've never struggled with alcohol or anything like that. But I saw, the reason I chose the theme of choosing to be healthy is I saw some storms brewing. And I told Trisha, I was like, I went a lot of years without ever drinking alcohol or anything else. I think I'm about to turn this off. And it was like, man, I was like, I don't even want the temptation. To use that as an escape mechanism. Because whoever's not seeing me won't be seen in that either. And like I really leaned in heavier on I work out anyway. I'm real big about my devotional time in the morning, followed by workout, followed by rhythms, man. And just choosing to be healthy, choosing like, man, how much podcasts, how much different things I take in to try to be healthy, especially in the gap when I know a harder season is coming, to plan for healthy things and speak in. And the deal is y'all guys know when I'm struggling more because I'm quieter in different spaces. And a lot of times, man, is I tell y'all guys, I'm like, I'm not speaking because I don't want to sin. And I don't have the right words. And until I can, it's one of those deals where one of my friends, Meredith King, gave me a list one time of how to know if you're ready to give somebody feedback. And I look at that list all the time, bro. And so sometimes I'm like, I ain't ready. So because I'm not ready, I'm just going to stay quiet until I can give the kind of feedback that I feel is helpful. That I feel like honors the character that I want to be seen as having. And it's finding some of that health, man. And I look, one of the things I want to really affirm about those guys is, one, they're not therapists. They saw a friend in need, and they didn't just stay quiet out of fear that not having the total right words to say.
Right.
And that's the deal is, man, you don't have to have the total right words to say. Just show up in certain ways. Like, there's a lot of situations, man, where I try to do what I can where I know that it's like a drop in the bucket, what I'm about to do or say or whatever else, but I'm like, I'm going to do this, and there might be something wrong with it. And I want this person to know that I'm making an effort to be there, and I value them enough that even if I don't do this perfectly, and they bring it up like, man, how I could have did it better, that I'm still willing to lean in and stick into a relationship with them because I love them enough to be in the heat with them.
Yeah, it means a lot, man. Being willing to be uncomfortable, for people, being willing to be wrong, because I want to help. Yeah. I think I've shared this story with you. I think I have. When I was I dealt with clinical depression most of my life, so it's not tied to circumstance or situation, but just tied to my brain and chemical reactions and whatnot. And so there are times where I would just cry for no reason, just be sad for no reason for days, weeks at a time. Like probably some undiagnosed bipolar situations there. And I had one of my best friends. He was always around me. We were always together. We used to ride the bus together to Washburn, like city bus. We did it. We were just always together. And I remember one day we were on the bus, and we were sitting there, and I just started crying. And he was like, "You depressed?" I said, "Yep." He said, "Anything happen?" I said, "Nope." He's like, "Just where you at right now?" I said, "Yep." He's like, "Okay." And he just sat with me. he asked, "Is there anything I can do?" It's like, "No." He's like, "Okay," and he was just there. And bro, I later on wrote a song just thanking him for that, bro, because he was just there with me.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable. It was hard. I'm sure he wanted to, man, I want to cheer you up. I don't want to just be around somebody that's sad and depressed all the time. But he's like, hey, bro, if there ain't nothing I can do, I'll just be here.
Yeah.
And a lot of our relationship was like that, man. When he was going through hard things in his life, we sat there, we played Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 2. We sitting there playing for hours, and he was struggling with something, and he told me, like, man, I'm struggling with something. I'm not ready to talk about it. I said, okay, next match.
You need an end game in your life.
We did it in game. We did it some in game, bro.
Hey, inside joke. I got about a slate of 4 movies that, man, when I'm really going through it, I watch. And first Top Gun, Shawshank Redemption, Last Dragon, and Endgame, bro. I'm just.
Oh man. But hey,
When-
Tenkaichi was our end game, bro.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. We turn on that game and it's like, we gonna be all right. Even if we ain't all right, we gonna be not all right together, and we just gonna be playing this game.
My kids be like, "Daddy watching that movie." Bro, I'm telling you, when Black Panther walked through the circle, bro.
We just gotta watch it.
We gonna have to.
I only saw that movie once. I only seen all the Marvel. Them movies too long. I only saw that one once.
Bro.
We gonna have to get together, watch some Endgame, go to the movies and watch The Last Dragon, man. But that's a beautiful thing about community, man. You get to share. You get to weep when others weep, and you get to laugh when they laugh, man. And just being with people.
Top Gun, when Maverick turns back, everything in him. He went through the trauma of losing his best friend Goose. He sees some stuff that starts reminding him this is about to go the same way, and he disengages, bro. He's like, I'm disengaging from the battle. I'm leaving. And when he makes the decision that it is possible that what happened to Goose happens to me, and my friends are worth it. And so I'm going back and joining them.
Yeah.
Shawshank. His wife cheats on him. He gets framed for a murder that he didn't do. He spends years in prison. And when he's standing on that beach, and he knows that his friend Morgan Freeman, the only thing that kept him from committing suicide was the friendship he bonded with this guy while he was unjustly imprisoned. And the vision he shared beyond those walls are what kept his friend going and kept him going. This collective, mutual purpose of being in this place called Sewataneo. The Last Dragon. When you're down and out and you try to do everything the right way your whole life, and it feels like you are not enough, you don't have the resources, and you try to do all the searching you can, but at just the right moment, you discover that you've been looking in the wrong places for what you need, because in my case, God has been using all those things to prepare you for that moment when you really needed it, not when you wanted it. And that you were more resourced than you ever thought you were. And the only thing holding you back was you believing.
Yeah. Come on.
And
started from the bottom, but I took the long way.
Man, when he
Had to
gets the
find out
glow,
the top was in the wrong place. Come on.
He had to nearly drown to find the glow. And it was in that reflective moment of drowning in life, because it literally flashed back through all these life moments. It's literally drowning in life that brings him to the end of himself and the beginning of who he was truly created to be.
Beautiful moments. What is your end game? What is your end game? And do you have 3 people in your life that will just be with you, see you, know you? Man, we want to hear about and celebrate those people together in the comment section on our Facebook group or on our YouTube page. So, man, we would love for you to engage with us there. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back with you next week. In the
Intersection.
intersection.